Well, now we're going to do a vegetarian dish. Well, I have to say I don't do vegetarian dish very often, but this is one of my favorite. I grew up with it. It's very refreshing, very easy to make salad. It's a lots of local produce, fresh produce. We don't really need to cook it. We just have to scald in the hot water. I think the most important part is to make a very nice spice paste to go with it. So I think that Korean have kimchi. For Malaysian, we have an Acar Awak. So let's do these spiced vegetable pickles. First thing we have to do is we have to pickle some of the cucumber. So this cucumber, we don't have to cook it. We just have to pickle with some salt and sugar and some vinegar, and then just leave it to pickle in the fridge. So simple, chop the cucumber into, roughly chop into 3 centimeters thickness into a batten sticks, matchsticks, that's fine. Okay, we have all the cucumbers chopped up, put in a bowl, and some sugar. So we need to pickle it with some sugar and some salt and some vinegar. Just a good rub with your hand. And then just transfer into the refrigerator while we're preparing all the other ingredients. Okay, next step is we have to make the spice paste. So this spice paste is quite versatile actually. I use it quite often. You can use it for many dishes. Apart from this pickle vegetable, you actually can make laksa out of it. So you just have to adjust a few ingredients. You can pretty much have Malaysian cooking covered. Here we have a few core ingredients for the spice paste. So we need a lot of shallots, a few garlics, and here we have a few galangal. Galangal is almost like ginger, but it has much subtle flavor than ginger. And then we also have the ginger and turmeric. If you can find fresh turmeric, it's best to use the fresh one because they're much more flavor and the fragrance is just much better than the powder one. If you can't, that's fine. You can just use the powder one. And the deadly weapon, which is the shrimp paste. This is the basically fermented shrimp paste. Is very pungent. Yeah, it will kill a few people with that. What you have to do is you just have to toast it on the pan, wrap it in foil before you toast it. If not, you will have a stinky house for a whole week. So just to be careful with that. And also one more core ingredient is candlenuts. Now, we use a lot of candlenuts in Malaysian cooking. You can get them in Asian grocers. They're pretty much like macadamia nuts. They are very, I guess when you make a spice paste, it does add a nice nutty, creamy texture to the spice paste. If you can't find them, you always can replace with cashew nuts or macadamia nuts. But I think it's just a bit more expensive. This is a lot cheaper, so that's up to you. We just need like a handful of it. That will do. So we just add all the ingredients into the stick blender. Okay, we just have to process into a fine paste. Oh, guess what? I think I just missed out a few ingredients. I think the most important ingredients is chilies. You can't make spice food without chilies, so I think even MasterChef stuff up in the kitchen sometimes. So we have to jam all these big chilies in. And we also have dry chili. This dry chili has been soaked in hot water for 10 minutes just to soften it up. Okay, I think our spice paste is ready. So now we can move on to the next step. Okay, for this salad, we have a few ingredients. Quite a few vegetables actually. Apart from all the pickled cucumber in the fridge, we have carrots, cauliflower, just cut it down into smaller florets. And then we have eggplant, a pineapple, and cabbage. So this is just severed cabbage. And we also have some snake beans. So for the cabbage, just roughly chop them. And for the snake beans, it's the same, just chop as similar to the carrot length. So now we have all the vegetables prepared. We just have to scald them in the water according to I think the firmness of the vegetable, I guess. So, I mean, the firmer the vegetable is, it's going to take longer to cook. So we're going to scald the carrot first and then go with cauliflower, the beans, and then eggplant and cabbage last. Now we have all the spices blended, so let's fry it up. Get a wok nice and hot. We're going to add about a quarter of vegetable oil. A quarter cup. I'm going to just add all the spice paste. Take your time with the spice paste. It's going to take some time to fry them until fragrant. So you will see the color start to change. It turn into a darker brown. So, and then the oil start to split from all the spices. While the spice paste is frying, we have a few ingredients we need to add in. Here we have tamarind. So this is tamarind pulp. They're actually quite sour. So all you need is just like a tablespoonful of it and then just soak in hot water and then squeeze all the juices out. This is all the juices out of, about a tablespoon of the tamarind. If you can't find it, you can always use tamarind puree, which is widely available in supermarket. So it will give you a nice acidic note to the spice. So we just add the tamarind puree into the spices. So we need to season the spice paste. So we have some sugar. Just add a little bit of sugar and also a little bit of salt. Okay, you can see the spice paste already turned darker brown now. I think it's ready. So just turn the heat off and just let it cool. Just let it cool completely before you mix into the salad because you don't want the heat from the spice paste to cook the vegetable. So we have all the ingredients cooked and prepped, so it's just a matter of time to toss together and plate up. So all the spice paste now is cooked and cooled down, so we can now just toss into the scalded vegetables. Just put everything in. Just give it a good mix. And don't forget, we still have the cucumber and the pineapples in the fridge. So pineapples, in it goes, and the cucumber goes all in. Any juice, just toss it in. Here we go. Let's plate up. And there you have it. We call it Acar Awak. Is a spice pickle vegetables.